I was not only was it Harrison Smith, but I wrote about because when I do my 5 extra points and all the army of people that we have there at the Star Tribune, I'm going into the little dark corners and trying to find something that everybody else isn't writing about. Levi Drake Rodriguez is 10 yards upfield, diving at the quarterback at Jake Browning's legs, which puts him off the spot, which Jake should have thrown it away at that point.
Yeah.
He gets chased by a handful of other guys, and then he throws the ball, and Harrison tips it, and then Rogers, boy, I heard he was fast, but he took off. He's fast, and he has a he's in shape too because he had to do it. He had to do it again later, and all the cornball celebrations that we have to sit through with the NFL, and I know the Vikings are leaders in this category, and I love Cam Bynum, but I don't like the end zone celebrations. But I loved the sidelines shot of when they were all like fanning him like he was, that to me was original, that was just genuine, I think.
For the moment.
And they also have to work together if they do this again at US Bank Stadium, they got to get together with the replay and the game ops people, because they showed him. I think they showed Rodgers at one point when the offense was trying to run a critical play, and the entire sideline and Wentz is going like this, trying to keep everybody quiet. So that's a new problem for the Vikings to have. I guess you got to make sure that they show the record-setting NFL player, when the offense isn't trying to run a critical play.
I don't know this. I didn't look it up, but I don't know if you may know it. Are these the first ever? Is this the first ever defensive score for Rodgers? I mean, he's a pretty young guy, so probably, but to have two in one half.
I think he has one, but he only came in with like 5 starts. Having looked at his resume and stuff, I think it jumped out that there was one.
Okay,
but
probably
this is something that we've been talking about, and I'm sure other people have as well. But being an All-Pro voter and standing and talking to Flores last year, and just picking his brain from all the football that he's seen around the league, and I know Zach Bond didn't, he wasn't. People were talking about Zach Bond's story, but for Flores to say that's the guy, that's the guy that I really liked, and then to hear O'Connell tell me that that he compared Rodgers to a Zach Bond type of player that you can see, and that requires projecting, and to me, I'd rather have someone who is adept at projecting a younger player to be up there rather than to take an older player and hope that he still has what he had 5 years ago. Now that's worked a little bit too with Gilmore, coming in, having a good year, not a great year, but a good year. But getting a guy on his way up and that for that second contract is that's a skill, because Kwesi's good in that he can read the room and he can analyze what's going on. He's not out there. He's not the scout. He's not the guy that's
right.
The talent evaluator. It's O'Connell offensively and Flores defensively. And Flores has really, I know you don't want him to get too good because then you're going to lose him, but his imprint on what they're able to do is priceless.
Speaking of imprint, I thought just having Harrison Smith back really, refocused the defense.